Greetings, Alice Dr. Bankhead here at the Struggle in Thinking Out Loud. And this series is From Victimhood to Victory. That's right. I think I left off when I was preparing to leave for college. And there's really not a great deal I could share about my college years. Interesting to note, I would say, was my desires when it came to choosing a college. I was very active uh, in the music world, I would say. I was a singer, contralto. One of my music teachers wanted me to study opera. In any event, I was looking forward to going to one of the best conservatories in the school for music, and my dad told me that if I went and studied music, he wasn't going to pay for it. As an aside, he didn't pay for any of my education. But I didn't know. I was gullible at that time. So I said, okay, well, I can't major in music. I guess I'll major in the next best thing, which is drama. I love drama as well as I loved music. So, I hadn't figured out exactly what my purpose was or what direction I wanted to go in life. And so I took what I enjoyed, which was drama. So I was choosing a school and I wanted to get as far away from home as possible. I think you might understand why. But my mother desired for me to go to Howard or Hampton. I was raised in the DMV, District of Columbia, Maryland, Virginia area. And to me, Howard and Hampton were far too close to home. I desired to get away as far as I could. At that time, there was a school called the University Afloat. And that was like my number one choice. You get on this boat and it travels the world and you get an education at the same time. My mother just poo-pooed that one altogether. No, you're not doing a boat. So one of my high school friends went to college in Hawaii. And I said, well, University of Hawaii. And my mother said, well, she didn't know anyone there. So I said, okay, well, I guess I've got to go to a school where my mother knows someone. So I picked a school in Missouri because my mother knew someone that was attending the school in Missouri, and it's the only school I applied to simply because I wanted to get away from home. I wanted to go as far as I could, and that was the furthest away I could think was the school that someone was going to in Missouri. So that's where I went. Well, sir, you would think that being in Missouri, I was free. Well, honey, let me tell you. One year, I believe it was my sophomore year, I got a phone call on my birthday. I was in the cafeteria. I worked in the cafeteria. I did cooking steaks on Saturdays. And on this particular Saturday, which was also my birthday, it was the birthday of one of the resident managers of one of the dorms on the university campus, as well as the last night of the play that I was in. So we were having a cast party at his place. And we were having everything. I mean, this was back in the day where we had bongs and Mad Dog 2020 and everything else, everything in between. So we had great plans for this party, or I should say, I had great plans for my birthday. And during the dinner service, I got a phone call in the cafeteria. I answered the phone. It was my mom. My mom, and guess what she says to me? Hi, guess where I am? I said, the airport. She said, how did you know? How did I know? I kind of want to say it was my worst nightmare because I had all these plans for celebrating my birthday. And here was my mother that I was going to have to find a way to pick her up from the airport, bring her to the campus, and then entertain her as opposed to enjoying my birthday as I had planned. So I called in a favor. I called in a favor from the person that my mother knew, and I said, "You got to entertain her for me." And I'll be forever grateful that my friend did that for me because you can see now why I chose to avoid Howard or Hampton, which would have just been a car drive away. I mean, this woman sent away to get on an airplane, okay, and come and visit me for my birthday. But I mean, the thought was there. And in hindsight, I should say I'm grateful that she did come. But at that time, in my state of mind, I wasn't quite as grateful as I am today. This is Dr. Bankhead at the Struggle in Thinking Out Loud, and I'll see you in the next video.